Welcome back, everybody, to another episode with LackLuster YT, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. And today, a lot of people have been asking me, what's the best Lumberjack deck? A lot of people only have the Lumberjack. So I set out, this has been a couple weeks now, to figure it out. And I tried deck after deck after deck, and I finally figured out two decks that work pretty good with just the Lumberjack as your legendary. Now lately, free-to-play decks have been like amazing, and I urge you to check out this one up there if you haven't already. It's all free to play cards, just commons, rares, and epics. But today is number 1 of 2 Lumberjack decks. So getting right into it, you can see that the deck has the Lumberjack, obviously, the Musketeer, Fireball, the Giant as your main tank and kill card, the Mega Minion, Ice Golem, Elite Barbarians, and Zap. So the first thing I do with my hand is usually place something in the back that is slow moving, whether it be the Musketeer or the Giant, because this is a slow push deck. So we've got the Elite Barbarians coming in. I'm going to use my Ice Golem to distract. I'm going to place my Elite Barbarians in the back just to help take out those Elite Barbarians and see if we can get that Giant to the tower, the Mega Minion as well, and boom, those Fire Spirits do a little bit of damage, but we get the Giant and Elite Barbarian. We're going to Fireball all that, and the Mega Minion just doing work, and look at that, already 1 push, 1 tower. It's a pretty powerful deck, alright? We haven't even used the Lumberjack yet, so I don't know if it was just a lucky play or if our opponent just had a weak hand to what we were dealing out. But check it out. Now we got the Musketeer ranging in, but we're going to put the Lumberjack down in the center so he tanks the damage, because what the Lumberjack is so useful for is that rage spell. Unfortunately, that push didn't work out, so we're going to make that Giant Skeleton do the walk around and basically never gets to the tower. That's the main thing. You never want that Giant Skeleton to get to the tower. So our Ice Golem's going up, but now we've got Elite Barbarians and Fire Spirits coming in. I'm going to zap the Fire Spirits out and use our own Elite Barbarians to take out his Elite Barbarians. And now we've got 1 remaining, and I'm trying to get that Musketeer down, but it didn't work out. So we get 1 swing off on that tower, so we're looking pretty good so far. So now he's got these 2 archers coming in. I'm going to use this this Musketeer just to help wipe out those 2 archers, and then I'm going to drop my Giant down on the other player's map, and he's going to use the Giant Skeleton to tank or to try to take out that Giant, but it's not going to work. So now we've got our Lumberjack as well, finally gets to the tower, and his swing speed is just so strong, and he's got a pretty decent push coming in right now. We got to zap away those Fire Spirits, but I use the Ice Golem to distract and pull the Elite Barbarians to the middle, as well as that Giant Skeleton will Fireball those archers, and boom, just like that, they go away. And now, if you didn't know this already, a single Elite Barbarian can counter a Giant Skeleton on its own. If the arena towers are not helping out and trying to kill off that Elite Barbarian, 1 single Elite Barbarian will take out a Giant Skeleton. So now again, we've got a pretty decent push coming in. We're going to drop the Elite Barbarians in the back to pull the Giant Skeleton away, because we do not want that bomb to get to the tower. And then our Mega Minion and our Musketeer help stop that Mega Minion. So pretty good. Almost 3 crown victory the first match. Awesome. Got to try this deck out, you guys. It's very, very strong, extremely powerful, and I mean extremely. So moving on to the second match now, same deck, and this time we are going up against a pretty decent deck. It's a Giant, Arrows, Skarmy, Minion Horde, Elite Barbarian, Wizard, Hog Rider, and Fireball. It seems like a pretty good deck to counter us. I don't know why he used his Fireball in the beginning. Maybe he didn't have anything else to play at the moment and just wanted to cycle through some of his cards. It's a very odd card to play for a cycle, but we drop our Giant. We've got our Elite Barbarians right behind him. We're going to zap away all of those little, that whole Skarmy gets zapped out, and now we've got 2 Elite Barbarians, a Giant, and a Musketeer at the tower, and again, again, boom, just like that, we take out a tower within our first push. So, I mean, if you guys didn't believe me after the first time, you have to believe me now. Never mind the text messages from mother, but boom. Look at that. He has nothing he can do, and we're almost got his king tower down halfway. We're going to use our lumberjack because we know we have the elixir advantage at this point. Lumberjack starts chipping away at that giant. Hopefully he's not going to do too much damage, but we're going to fireball just to kind of do some damage on those elite barbarians and use this musketeer. It is able to take out finally that one elite barbarian, and we had to zap away the last remaining health bars of that giant and the elite barbarian, and I drop an ice golem right in front of that musketeer to tank for it because it would have been a tower killer if it had gotten there, but the Skarmy is able to wipe out the musketeer. It was great placement, placing it behind my ice golem, and he gets a wizard up to my tower, so I use a mega minion to tank it, and we put down our lumberjack to kill off that hog rider, and now we've got a pretty decent push coming up. Good counter push. We're going to drop our musketeer right in the center there, hoping that he gets raged out, but he's just outside of the circle, and he's able to take out most of the minion horde for us, so we're not too concerned with this counter push coming in. And now we have reset, and we're going to drop our giant on the right, forcing him to expend elixir in the lane that he has dropped. The opposite lane, basically, because he's trying to push on the left, we're going to push on the right, and we're going to go for that king tower, but I don't want that wizard there because it's a pretty hard counter to most of the cards in my deck. So I fireball and zap him out. We also have the ice golem there to tank any supportive cards, and we've got a mega minion musketeer and a lumberjack. They're dealing significant damage. Boom, we pop a fireball. He's gotten our tower down pretty far, and on both sides actually, because that giant, man, almost took us out completely, but I gotta zap out that Skarmy. He's got the giant coming in, and realistically, if he had a couple more seconds, he probably would have won the match, but we're able to pull off a victory just by defending well enough to stop his primary pushes. Pretty good. Pretty good. I just gotta say, it's a pretty good deck. It's a pretty good deck. Moving on. So now moving on into the third match, we've got the Bowler Graveyard Freeze combo. It's a great combo. It's a really strong deck. If you guys don't know, it is the deck that took the Crown Jewel tournament almost 2-3 weeks ago now by backstab, and it's a pretty hard counter to a deck like this, especially having the Bowler going up against the elite barbarians. It's very strong. It can stop them in their tracks and kill them, but it only takes about half of the Bowler's damage down, and if you play it just right, almost nothing. So check this out. I was using my my lumberjack to counter the graveyard, but he freezes me because a lot of people use this deck without freeze, but he wasn't paying attention to that top right corner, and we're able to get significant damage done to it. And boom, the Mega Minion gets a couple shots off as well. We've got the Ice Golem coming in, so we drop our Musketeer right behind it. They get distracted by the Ice Golem, so the Musketeer takes out almost one, and the Mega Minion is going to finish off almost the other one, and he's able to get 2 swings onto our arena tower. So he's kind of outplaying us a little bit at this point, but I think I've got the elixir advantage, so I drop my elite musketeers. Why do I keep saying that? I don't understand. Anyway, we get 1 swing off because all he has to counter was his ice golem and his minions, and he kind of did it not the greatest, and we zap away the minions. We're doing pretty good, and the board has reset. I don't know what his elixir's at the moment because I'm but you can tell he added quite a bit. He had more than 7. So boom, I distract the Bowler with the Ice Golem, drop the Lumberjack behind him to take him out and not take any damage, and that Lumberjack is going to get to the tower because all he's got is a zap, and he drops his Ice Golem, but boom! Oh, man, so just barely good defense on his part, right? Stopped that Lumberjack from killing that tower. So now we've got a giant in the front. He drops the elite barbarians to counter. We're going to fireball that. Giant gets a couple hits off on the tower, and the Musketeer cleans up the elite barbarians. And now he's got minions. That's cool. Whatever. And so now I'm just sitting at full elixir, kind of wasting it and stuff. And I know what's coming. We've got a Bowler Freeze Graveyard coming. So I know I got to start countering this this bowler. I dropped my musketeer way far on the back and my lumberjack way far in the front, and he misses the freeze on both of those troops, which totally shuts down that push and any chance of him actually getting any damage onto that tower. And now we've got a massive counter push. We had two ice golems and our elite barbarians, and now boom, look at that, we've got a raged out musketeer. It does a couple shots and we're gonna get 3, almost got the second tower down. He didn't get one, so we did pretty good, not too bad. It's a one tower, possibly 2 tower deck. You got to check it out if you haven't already. It's on the leaderboards. It's a really good deck, and there you guys go. There's deck of the day. And as always, guys, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're not, subscribe to the channel for daily content. And congratulations to the winner of today's giveaway. iOS, whoever gets the first, remember that. Whoever was first gets it. And just remember, I love you guys. And I'm stuttering around, but I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, all right? Peace out.